Hi everyone, it's James.
Blake.
Mia. Lucy. Colin.
And we're
Larson Loopers. And today we're at Silver Dollar City. When you walk into the park, you are greeted by a wonderful set of Eva and Delilah's bakery. In the morning, nothing smells better than their homemade cinnamon rolls.
After passing by the bakery, you go through the Hospitality House gift shop, which also serves as the entrance to Marvel Cave, the original attraction Silver Dollar City was built around. The first tour of the day was already full before the park officially opened. If you can get an opening, we highly recommend going on this really fun tour. We went on the second day of the season. It was a cold and windy day with wind gusts of up to 40 miles per hour. Luckily, Silver Dollar City has their weather guidelines posted for each attraction, so we were still comfortable going even with the forecasted high winds. Since it was a Thursday, we took advantage of $40 tickets from Price Cutter, a local grocery chain.
Stop being so serious, Dad. Let's get to some of the super fun rides.
Okay, Mia, I'll try. Well, let's go over this bridge to get to our first ride of the day.
Time Traveler! It has the coolest sign you've ever seen for a coaster, but the ticking might drive you nuts.
Built by Mach in 2018, Time Traveler was the largest investment in SDC's history. It has a multi-story queue with some decent theming, but you can tell SDC spent most of the money on the coaster. It may not be the fastest, but the controlled spinning is an incredible sensation that makes it easily one of my favorite coasters.
Time Traveler is my favorite roller coaster in the park because it goes upside down a ton. I like Time Traveler because it is super fast, amazing, and it spins just enough.
Our next coaster of the day was Thunderation. This aero creation, built in 1993, is widely considered to be the best mine train. With only a 42-inch height requirement, Thunderation was Blake, Mia, and Lucy's first big kid roller coaster. While Colin has done other big kid coasters, he still loved it and wanted to ride it again. After the fun of the cold and wet floating ball, we went into the Grand Exposition area. This is the first of two children's areas at the park and has many attractions for kids of all ages, including Silver Dollar City's only kiddie coaster, the Grand Exposition Coaster.
The kiddie coaster was really fun because I went on 3 times.
You can find the park's only measuring station by the kiddie coaster. Here you can get your kids measured so that you know exactly what they'll be able to ride all day.
We had a ton of fun on the Galleon, Racing Regatta, and many other rides in Grand Expo area.
As we continued our journey around the park, we crossed the train tracks to see the Pottery Shop. This is one of the many places within the city where visitors can purchase items made by the craftsmen and women of the park.
Over the fence, we can now see Lost River of the Ozarks is completely removed to make way for a new ride. If rumors are correct, could we be seeing a new, modern river raft ride attraction in 2020?
Next up is Fireman's Landing, the newest kids area at Silver Dollar City. It was added in 2015. It has even more rides for young kids, but the best ride is Firefall, an 8-story drop tower. Lucy, you're wrong. The bouncy dogs are the best.
There's also a heated and air-conditioned multi-story ball zone. During cold and hot days, this is often one of the most popular places in all of the park. New for this year is the gorgeously crafted Huck's Hidden Treasure. Buy a bag of dirt to pan and see what you can find.
Blake tip.
Crossroads Pizza has the best theme park pizza I've ever had.
As we make our way into the Wilson's Farm area, you again see the enormous fence hiding the new construction where the 2020 attraction is going to be. Unfortunately, the barn swing wasn't running when we stopped by, but it is incredibly fun and a great way to introduce kids to going upside down before they get to ride the nearby coaster.
Next up is Outlaw Run, Rocky Mountain Construction's first wooden coaster. Built in 2013, it is the first wooden coaster besides Son of Beast to have an inversion.
Outlaw Run is one of my favorite coasters and I always look forward to riding it. Beware if they're only running one train though. A 0-minute posted wait outside can quickly become 30.
Outlaw Run was a crazy roller coaster, but I still really liked it.
Hugo's Hill Street area has some of the best food in the park. From amazing country skillets to unique funnel cake creation, this part of the park has it all.
The next coaster on our trip is Powder Keg, built by S&S Worldwide and opening in 2005. This unique coaster features both a compressed air launch and a chain lift hill. Parts of this coaster were originally used in a water coaster named Buzzsaw Falls, most notably the chain lift. If you look closely, you can see many parts of Buzzsaw Falls integrated into the theming of the coaster.
Powder Keg is a fast roller coaster with hills you go up and down. It's my second favorite roller coaster in the park. I like Powder Keg because it goes super fast and it's just like a dark, and it feels like I'm going to fly on my seat.
A classic ride not to miss is Fire in the Hole. This unique mix of dark ride and coaster is fun for everyone. Try and get it in early as lines can get very long later in the day. We weren't crazy enough to try and ride American Plunge at 45 degrees, and it didn't look like many other people were either. When the weather is better, it's a great ride and the bridge is a great place to watch people get soaked.
Our last coaster of the day is Wildfire. This B&M sit-down opened in 2001. It is a 54-inch height requirement, making it the tallest requirement in the park. Because of its somewhat hidden location in the park, people might not know where it is and it rarely gets along the lines. I was able to walk on it 2 times in a row. Wildfire makes a great use of the Ozark Mountain terrain and has the best views in the park, and maybe any park. Even though it is now 18 years old, it is still very smooth and a great part of the coaster lineup at Silver Dollar City.
Our last attraction of the day was the Frisco steam train. This train is a great way to see some parts of the park that you cannot see from anywhere else. In fact, some of the best views of Outlaw Run and Powder Keg can only be seen from the train. It's also the best way to keep track of the 2020 attraction's construction as the train rides well above the fence line. That ends our awesome day at Silver Dollar City. Please like and subscribe, and we'll keep putting out some more great content. For now, let's end with some final clips of the train ride and show. It was windy and early in the season, so it was very funny to see the actors not quite at the top of their game.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Hey, I heard a few of you. Yeah. Warn me about what? Yankees! Yankees! Yeah, right up there around the bend. There's 9 of them. 9 of the biggest, meanest, ugliest Yankees you ain't never gonna see down there. They got these wooden war clubs, and they're swinging and swatting, but they ain't